Hello guys, it is Jead and we have got new upgrade packs. So what are we opening and what are we saving? Not only that, but we have got a new Evo, new leaks, new Evo leaks, and maybe a reason for Fodder, high rated Fodder, to finally rise with upcoming SBCs we could potentially get in the next few weeks. So let's jump into it. Guys, I hope you are having a fantastic week so far. And first of all, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Only about 15% of people are subscribed, so make sure to subscribe. And you can leave a like if you are not a fan of EA putting advertising boards in the SBC tab. I'm sure you guys have seen this yesterday. You'll have seen people speaking about the visa upgrade. Look, it's funny, it's whatever you want to say, but is this where FIFA, FC, whatever is going in the future? Are we going to get more advertisements in the game? Could we get SBCs, Evos, store packs that are advertised? Maybe. If they've done it once, why would they not do it again? It'll probably go away from now. EA normally drip feed things. They do things one at a time, so they'll do the visa upgrade just to see what the community thinks of it. And if there's not too much outrage, they'll do it again and do it again. And I would not be surprised if you start seeing advertisements on this menu here. Like, you see it as like a panel where it currently says FOF answer the call. Maybe when the right stick flicks across, like over here or over there, one of them is an advertisement for Visa or one of the other companies that EA works with. Do not be surprised if you see that in the future. But what do you guys think? Do you care? Do you just want the upgrade pack? Do you care that EA are trying to advertise you through something that you might complete anyway, and therefore it comes across like a positive thing? Because this is a good SBC, and when it's a good SBC, it makes the advertisement come across maybe positive. I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. But it did mean that with the SBCs we got 2 upgrade packs as well as some other things. Technically 3 upgrade packs, right? We got the 2x86, the Visa upgrade, but we also got the Fantasy of Football upgrade. The 1 of 3 Fantasy of Football answer the call player pick. It's an 84 rated squad and 86 rated squad with 1 team of the week. For 40,000 coins is what it comes in at. To get a 1 of 3 is very, very decent. We'll complete it and open it in this video. So we did get a good answer the call upgrade pack because we originally had the max 89, which stunk up the gaff, and we did get 2 regular upgrade packs. But the reason EA are doing this now, not for birthday, not during team of the year, is because they know that people don't really care too much about the promo, which means that they're happy to give people upgrade packs, and then hopefully it gets you playing the game, hopefully it gets you packing some answer the call cards, when generally people are not too bothered. The reason this is so good is because the double 86 is just 2 rare gold squads, and it gives back tradable packs, and yes, it's just silver packs, but gives you back like 3,000 or 4,000 coins for every one you complete, which is not too bad. And the Visa upgrade seems to be a bit of a one-off, like we said, with the advertisement, and that is just 9 rare gold players, 11 gold players. Again, gives 2 packs back, and you get a 5x84. And all this is doing is raising the question of, right, well, answer the call kind of stinks. We've seen a lot of the cards no one really cares about. And I might be exaggerating just a little bit. At the end of the day, you've got a 2.7 million coin Bellingham, a 1.4 million coin Alvarez, a 1.2 million coin Nico Williams. Like, there is some big cards in this, but you guys know more than me, right? If you look at the popular page on Footbin, no one cares about this promo. In the entire popular page, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You've got 8 cards total. That is crazy. And obviously 1 is the Lascelles card. What that means is no one cares. Look how many gold cards, for birthday cards, Evo cards, the Cruyff card, Van der Ven card, as we start to get 90 rated evolutions in the season pass. Honestly, people just don't care. So is it worth opening these upgrade packs? What should you open and what should you save? And we've spoke about this before with Team of the Year, and I think we nailed it last time. Essentially, you need to do, if you're going to be opening packs at all, or you want some packs for Team of the Season, the new promo that is coming on Friday, which we have got the full leaks for, and we'll jump into what we think of that. Whether you save it for Trophy Titans, which is coming in 2 weeks, what do you do? Essentially, the way I would do it is this. I would save anything above a certain rating, and that all depends on how much you grind the game. So we've got the 2x86 and the 5x84, but of course, not the only packs we've got. We've got the provisions, 14x83, the Premium Mixed League, which we're going to talk about a lot today because it is overpowered as anything. The player picks, the 1 of 3 85 player pick. First of all, you can't save player picks. Just don't save any player picks unless you're doing an SBC grind on a Friday and you're saving it for the new promo. Because, of course, you can't save player picks if you're planning to do more upgrades and more packs, right? The big thing with packs and the state of the game is you need to be doing your provisions every single day. Of course, you're not saving them. You want to be doing your dailies as much as possible. You don't need to be doing the bronze and silvers as much, but you do want to be doing them where possible. You want to be doing the Premium Mixed League upgrades if you've got the patience. They are free coins right now. What you want to be saving, in my opinion, is anything possibly 84 rated or higher, which would mean saving both of these upgrades. The reason I say 84 or higher, I might push that to 85 or higher, is you need fodder for these picks, right? So maybe not the 84, maybe not the 86, but if we go back to the 1 of 3 fantasy of football answer the call pick that everyone wants to be doing, a lot of the player picks that are going to be coming out, and maybe a lot of the fodder grinds, like the 14 times 83s, they need team of the weeks. They need 83 and 84 rated players, which means you need to keep them cycling in your club. You can't just save everything, where a lot of people go wrong, and you can't just open everything and have nothing saved for future promos if you do want to save. So let me know down below. Are you saving for Trophy Titans? Are you saving for the UCL promo coming on Friday? Are you saving for Team of the Season, which is now probably less than a month away, or maybe exactly a month away this Friday, which is just crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. Are you saving for any of them promos? If you are, my opinion would be save any pack that is 84 rated or higher, or possibly 85, again, depending on how much you play the game. Of course, we're not going to be saving the fantasy of football picks. Let's open that now. There are only a few cards I really want. Again, Bellingham, I'd take Gravenberch for the Liverpool team. I'd take Alvarez. I would take probably João Neves, Nico Williams. I don't want most of the players, and a lot of these are fodder. I'd even take a Nuno Tavares. Can we get any of them? I doubt it. The Pat Luck is not in on this account. We get a Zaz. That card is crap, unless maybe you're Irish. We get... Fucking hell, this is going to be shocking, isn't it? So... we end it. We'll take your M-Truck. Probably end up being fodder. Power Shot Plus, maybe a bit of a gimmick, although he does have some decent play styles. Honestly, it is worth going and doing an opening. Don't let mine fool you. I mean, we don't get loads of SBCs for guaranteed promo packs that end up being worth it a lot of the time, but I think a player pick for it that's not too expensive, again, 40,000 coins if you did it from scratch, isn't too bad. But while the current promo cards are not too bad, or not too good, I should say, not too hype, whatever, what about the new promo cards that are coming on Friday? Because we are back with a live promo. Friday is coming to Road to the Finals team. It should just be one team. One team. We're going to get Road to the Finals. We're then going to get 2 teams of Trophy Titans. And I believe we're just then into Team of the Season, unless I'm missing anything. I believe that is all we're getting. We are getting Answer the Call, Road to the Final, 2 teams of Trophy Titans. Let me know if I missed anything, but I believe we're then just into Team of the Season. Maybe a week of Team of the Season warm-up, but it is right around the corner. But right now, we have got Road to the Final. Wow, this does raise issues with one of the players in this team, which I will explain in a second when we talk about some of the other leagues. But Mbappe, Doué, Musiala, Mohamed Salah, Rashford, Hincapié, McAllister, Tchouameni, Sorloth, Araujo, Molina at the fodder cards at the back. In the Europa League, you got a Sancho card. He can have some nice cards, his 5-star skill moves. A Gibbs White in there as well. You got a Ryan Yates down there. In the Conference League, you've got nothing too special. I mean, a Pape Maté Sarr could be quite nice. A Troy Parrott, people seem to like his Fanta card. But overall, nothing crazy hype in sort of the Conference League ones. And then in the Women's Champions League, you guys know that Vicky Lopez has had some insane Evos this year. She could be crazy, but she's the only card, I don't know about you guys, but she's the only card from the Women's Champions League Road to the Final that I am too bothered about. That fella card, I've tried to use some of her special cards in the past to just never really get on with her, despite having the Real Madrid French links. Turland, fine, nothing crazy, but fine. Could have some nice cards. We don't have the official stats for these yet, of course. But Vicky Lopez is the main one there for me. And of course, the big ones are pretty much everything on this top row. They're going to be the really expensive cards because these Road to the Finals do get some really nice boosts as the teams win. We've not got the exact chain boost, whatever you want to call it, linked to the Road to the Final. But I imagine it'll just be the same as previous years, or very similar to previous years. I imagine they'll start as 2 playstyle plus. They can go to 3 playstyle plus. They can get an overall boost and just the standard stuff, right? And let me know down below who you are most interested in. I'll tell you right now that Mbappe and Rashford, I guess Salah as well will be the most expensive ones, but Mbappe and Rashford. You have Tchouameni, who'll be an insane centre mid. Maybe Hincapié a little bit cheaper because of his links, but he should be an insane centre back. I'm hoping McAllister is cheap, not always the most hype card. If you remember his Team of the Season card last year, it was insanely cheap for how good it was. And then maybe you have Sorloth if you're one of them players that plays with Gyökeres or Haaland. He could be a really cheap beast, especially if Atletico do well. I think Champions League, again, let me know your guys' teams who you think is going to win, but Bayern Munich seems to be everyone's favourite, so Musiala could be insane for actual upgrades and could hold more value because of that. I think people are back in Barcelona, so Marcus Rashford. PSG are probably going to beat Liverpool. You guys know I'm a Liverpool fan, but I would back Doué for that one. We also got the official stats. Now, this is weird. I don't know how we got the official stats on Wednesday for the SBCs. Maybe they're coming really soon in the promo. I have no idea, but we got the official stats from Azzy on the SBCs for the Road to the Final, included in Eze, Lima, and Kabase. Now, Lima, not hyped at all, but anticipate Bruiser, right back. He could play centre back. I doubt it. I reckon he'll be right back and centre mid, but who knows? That feels to me like centre back play styles anyway, but no intercept plus. He looks crazy, 90, 90, and 90. The reason he looks so good is just, again, because Bayern seems so strong. They are playing Real Madrid. I'm not going to write off Real Madrid in the Champions League. Believe it or not, I'm not an idiot. But that looks like it could be really strong. Arsenal, we didn't even mention Arsenal on the last one. Pretty much guaranteed to beat Sporting. I hope not. If you're a Sporting fan, I really hope not. I'm a Liverpool fan. I want you to do them over. But Eze with Tech Plus and Finesse Plus with 90s all round. If he gets another Playstyle Plus and a +1, we'll have to see what the upgrade path is. He could be amazing. And a Pau Kabasi. Loads of people love his ratings reload cards. I've seen a lot of Evos of Pau Kabasi this year. So we anticipate and Bruiser as a centre-back. I imagine he could be pretty crazy. The fact we have all the official stats leaked, imagine who's winning the UCL. Maybe it's a gamble, not a gamble player pick, but you've got to try and predict who's winning the UCL. Maybe you do one SBC, all three of these cards are in the same player pick, and you can only pick one. I could see EA doing that, because Lima being by far the worst one, although he has probably the team the best, maybe with Bayern Munich, but then you could argue Eze, so maybe not. Maybe we see a player pick between one of the two with Eze and Kabasi, although it'd make much more sense to do an Arsenal Sporting, a Bayern Real Madrid player pick. So who knows? Maybe I am just waffling like we normally do here, but I think it'd be pretty cool to see these as a player pick. But which one are you most hyped for if these are the official stats? Could this be the thing I said earlier that raises fodder prices? And I'm sure you guys know fodder prices high rated, as we've spoke about in pretty much every video over the past 6 months, have been on the floor. We have 90s at 9k, which is up from what they were. We have 89s at 7k, which is up from what they were. And 91s at 16k, which is up from what they were. Could we see fodder go up for these SBCs? I don't think so. I don't think either of these are that crazy hype. In my opinion, these are the type of SBCs that could raise mid-range fodder, talking 86, 87s, and 88s, which has been better the past few weeks. We all know mid-range fodder and low-range fodder has been much better. I think it is something else that could possibly, it's very, very potential, it's all, speculation, could raise high-end fodder, and of course we will speak about that. But first, speaking of the new promo, let's talk about an old promo getting upgrades. I'm sure you guys know Tuesday is upgrades day, and we have a few upgrades as well as a little bit of a hidden gem, I don't know if you want to call it that, an upgrade that no one is talking about. Let's put it that way. The big ones are Clara Mateo and Salma Parallelogram. Them two are by far the best ones, because Salma Parallelogram got Ticky and Rapid, but she also got a +1 overall, and she's also got 99 shooting, and all that meant is now that she's extinct, because 99 shooting plus Ticky and Rapid, they basically give her the best possible upgrade, right? She's literally got the best possible upgrade this card could have got, so she's now extinct. I've played against this card, by the way. Yes, she is well worth the hype. She's lengthy winger. Oh, lengthy. I get it. We talk about lengthy all the time. But put an Architect on this card now with the physical and passing, lengthy winger with those stats, she's actually broken. Like, it's crazy how broken that card is. Probably worth being extinct, but not something I'm looking to snipe. The other one is Clara Mateo, if we can go find her, because who remembers Clara Mateo's team of the season last year? If you don't know, get to know. She got a skill move, ping pass, and quick step, as well as that +1 overall. She looks insane. She's not got the 99 stat, but she is also extinct at 380,000 coins. The playstyles are just so good on this card, and she's kind of got that Pina-esque body type in-game. If you want to try out a striker, I reckon she'll be crazy. You might have R9 still, but she should be absolutely insane. And let me know, do you guys have any of these other cards that got upgrades, like Zaya Emery, now the 95 meta rating? The one I want to speak about is Sasic, because she did get that 92 upgrade we spoke about, and we are currently seeing investors sell off that card. Investors who bought at 40 and 45,000 coins at her low point all the way back here. We are seeing those investors sell off, because if you look at it and go to SBCs and go to cheapest buy rating, 92, Prince has been the lowest 92 rated for a long time at 73,000 coins and cannot get to that 69,000 coin discard price. Sasic is now, about 13 to 15,000 coins cheaper than this on the market. That means if we do get, again, high-end SBCs, because right now there is no demand for 92 rated players, I'll tell you up front, there is no demand. But if we do get demand for 92 rated players, with some of the SBCs potentially coming that I want to talk about, Sasic will just go to 73,000 coins. Like, that's not a, hard thing to see, right? If we get demand for 92 rated, Sasic will rise up to the price of Prince and possibly further. So could it be a no-brainer investment? Yes. Are you gambling on some good SBCs? Yes, but I just want to point that one out to you guys as well. And before we jump into those leaks that I want to talk about, we got new evolutions. And when we get new evolutions, we talk about new evolutions, because new evolutions are crazy. And look how many evolutions I'm doing right now on the game. There are so many evos you guys should be doing. Are you doing a Cruyff evolution? If not, why not? And that is the new evo we actually got. We got over the top. Now, you might be asking, am I putting long ball on my Cruyff? No, I am a degenerate who spent 100,000 coins to put him into the FUT birthday cosmetic, just to give him finesse shot plus and then give him technical. So I've got no rapid, no quick step. Let me know what you guys have done. I've then put him into Architect of Play to get him that 11th play style of pinged pass. And I think as a cam, I've avoided rapid and quick steps. I'm going to have to use him as a cam, not as a striker. But as a cam, I am building absolutely insane card with finesse shot and low driven, just how I like my more attacking players with ping pass. Put him into this Architect of Play. All it does is raise his reactions and long passing, gets his long passing to 91 in the end, gets his reactions to 92 in the end, and honestly, not too bad. Also raising his defensive awareness. Now, the problem with this evolution is that it's 26 times repeatable, and it is 2 games played, which means 52 games in the 16 days before it expires is just bonkers. Honestly, no one is doing that. Of course, if you've got players to put it on in the background, that is fine. I have no idea why it's not just 1 game. I don't work for EA. Don't shout at me. I have no idea why they've done that. But I always say it when we get these chain evolutions. They are the single, and I mean it, the single most broken evolution in the entire game. Please do not waste them. If you've got low-rated cards, or even if you don't, start a low-rated chain. Anyone out there who feels a bit lost on evolutions, go to the cosmetics. I've already used mine, of course, on Cruyff. Get the FUT Birthday 100,000 coin Evo. Put it on a bronze or silver card. Has a really nice body type, really nice links, plays for your club, whoever you support. Then go and give them the perfect playstyles that you like to use. Then what you're going to go do is, when they've got perfect playstyles and you've given that FUT Birthday cosmetic, go and wait for these evolutions to come out, like over the top, and slowly but surely you will keep their rating the same and maximize their stats. So for example here, you'll maximize their long passing reactions and defensive awareness. Next one that comes out, you can maximize whatever else it is. I believe that is the only one we've got right now, but I might be wrong on that. Party Exit, there's another one, Party Exit. Repeatable times 17, you can maximize their in-game dribbling stat. Again, it might give wasted playstyles, so go and give them the playstyles you want to give them first. But all of these Evos that don't boost the rating, put it on that bronze or silver card, and honestly, you'll end up with a crazy chain come maybe Trophy Titans, maybe Team of the Season. It might take a while, who knows, but I'm doing it on Cruyff. And if we're talking evolutions, what about that leaked evolution? Now, this is not confirmed, so I'm not going to tell you guys to go and invest and do anything. I've just heard through the grapevine, and whenever I hear through the grapevine, I like letting you guys know, but promise you, not confirmed. I don't want to sit here and say this will definitely come tonight. It might even be out on Twitter by the time this video comes out, but we're meant to be getting a goalkeeper evolution. Now, the only reason I tell you that is not to go invest in goalkeepers. It's because if you've got any tradable goalkeepers, you might want to sell them. Van der Sar is down. That could be Discord's selling off if it is leaked. Czech is not down. He is up. He had a crazy crash to 143,000 coins. So if you did invest in that Czech, maybe this is time to sell off. The thing with goalkeeper evolutions, they fall into one of 2 hard categories, good or bad. Like goalkeeper evolutions are pretty binary. Good goalkeeper evolution, goalkeepers crash. Bad goalkeeper evolution, it doesn't really affect the market too much. So maybe if you've got a tradable goalkeeper, you sell off. I'm gonna like, if you guys like me, you've already got a goalkeeper from the evolution the other week, so I don't really need one. But you know what? Evolutions would take it. I prefer an outfield one, but I'll take a goalkeeper one. Now, the other leagues that I was talking about, we of course start with best of team of the week. Are you guys caring about any of these cards? Maybe O'Reilly. We talked about his first edition team of the week. That's a weird way to say it, but his first team of the week a few months ago at this point. He's coming. He could have a crazy chain. These are not official stats. We also have Vinny Jr., the obvious one, although I just don't really care for high-end team of the weeks. Let me guys know what you think, but back in the day, let's say FIFA 17, if there was a high-end team of the week like this Vinny Jr., back then it might have been Neymar, it would be so hype, but with promos now, I just don't care. Like, I don't care about a 91 Vinny Jr., whereas I would have cared about a 91 team of the week Neymar back in the day on FIFA. So team of the week has fell off a cliff. We spoke about it a bit in the other day's video about how promos and team of the weeks really feel like the last part of the game anyone cares about right now. But I don't really see any Evo cards in here either, to be honest. Maybe we'll get one that has crazy stats. We'll have to wait and see, but I don't care about a lot of those cards. The fact Beto got a team of the week probably means that the end is near. If you are an Everton fan, I need to know what he did in that game to get a team of the week, because Beto getting team of the week is like Liverpool getting 3 points at the moment. That is crazy. But this is the big one. I'm a Liverpool fan, boys, and I'm not going to lie, Salah leaving will hurt me a little bit. He has been shocking this season, but at the end of the day, he's a club legend, and Salah is leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. If anyone predicts what club he goes to in the comments down below, I will give you some FIFA points. I'll give you a hug. Who knows? Will he go to Saudi? Will he go to America? Will he go back to Chelsea? Probably not, but we never know. Salah will be playing in the World Cup with Egypt, and then after that, where will Salah go? But is any of this leaked and confirmed? No. But Griezmann and Salah, of course, are leaving Atletico and Liverpool. Will we get an end of an era for both of these cards? I think so. I genuinely think so. I think Salah is by far more confirmed, if that makes any more sense, because at the end of the day, Griezmann did go to Barcelona and then come back, whereas Salah, I think Salah is like the #1 candidate for an end of an era card. The big question with these two cards is when do we get them? Because if Salah gets an end of an era after team of the season, nobody cares. If Salah gets an end of an era next week, everybody cares. And what will that do? That might be the first thing in eternity to raise high-rated fodder. Imagine 90 rated going above 10,000 coins. I know it sounds crazy. You might label me a madman, but 90 rated could go above 10,000 coins if we get a Salah end of an era card that is, I've lost a leak. Boom. If we get a Salah end of an era card that is decently valued. If it's 3 playstyle plus, and it would be 3 playstyle plus. At the end of the day, if they give Salah an end of an era card and it's 2 playstyle plus, they won't do that, because if they do that, then I will go to EA headquarters, find them, and let them know they've made a mistake. So they won't do it. They'll make him 3 playstyle plus. And I think Griezmann would be the same, arguably even more hyped if he was cheaper than Salah. But you guys will complete both of these SBCs. Does that mean we go and invest in high-rated fodder? Probably not. I wouldn't say go and invest in high-rated fodder just for a potential SBC that is coming. But it does mean that Sasic card that I was speaking about, that seems to be up 5,000 coins since I've been speaking in this video. Maybe that shows how much I ramble. She's up 5,000 coins. That's weird. But yeah, maybe that could be a great investment. Maybe with a Salah, end of an era card that's 90 and 91 and 92 rated squad. 92 a bit crazy. But 91 rated squad, imagine. Sasic would go to 80, 90, 100,000 coins or whatever she would go to. And she'd be a really good investment. So, Salah end of an era, Griezmann end of an era. Make sure to stick around on this channel. Subscribe if you are new. We are going to be all over that if that gets leaked. And hopefully, we will hear first through the grapevine with some insider sources and see what we can do about Salah and Griezmann getting an end of an era. Speaking of fodder and the market, the time that you guys all look forward to hearing, what did we say about 85 rated at the start of this week on the weekend? I'm not a genius. Honestly, it's the most obvious play every single week. So I'm not going to try and claim credit for something as simple as 85s. But 85s at the start of the week were low 2,000 coins. You could pick them up on Monday. I think about 2.2 thousand coins on bids. If we go on the 14-day graph is what they got to as a low. If we go, that's Thursday. Where are we looking here? I think they were about 2.3 thousand coins on bids. Forgive me if I am wrong. And they are now, 3.3 and 3.4 thousand coins. And I am not recording this after content, which means they will probably go to about 3.5 to 4,000 coins tonight after content, unless we get guaranteed 85 pack for free in the store or some bullshit. I don't know. But they should pretty much go to 4,000 coins, right? After content, which means if you got a good prices, you are close to doubling your coins. Guys, if you're not already in the Discord, if you're not already following on the Twitch and in the Twitch streams, it's just free coins. Just get in there, honestly. Literally free coins. It's how we're on, what am I on now? 10.2 million liquid. Because I've spent about 1 million coins on Evos in the past week. So we should be on 11. But, I'm not salty. If you're not in the Discord and the Twitch, just get in there, subscribe to the channel, get in. Free coins for Team of the Season. And when do you want coins? You want them for Trophy Titans with icon packs, and you want them for Team of the Season to do SBCs and use some of your favorite Team of the Season cards. It was so obvious, I know. The next thing that was so obvious, which is still down, you can still get involved in now if you want, is Team of the Weeks. However, again, I would only go for 87s at discard. That is the only thing I would go for. 88 possibly, that is sort of part of that. But if you're getting 88, of course, they're up a little bit already. So try and get a little bit lower. I believe she is the cheapest 88. She is in this Team of the Week anyway. So she's the cheapest one in this Team of the Week. But I would just go for 87s at discard. I would not overcomplicate it. The problem you've got with Team of the Weeks is the longer they are at discard for, the longer they have this flat line graph here, the more supply is at discard and the harder it is for them to rise. And because they've been at discard for so long, despite this slight bump yesterday after content, I don't see these getting to 15,000 coins anytime soon, but they can very, very easily go to 13,000 coins, maybe 14,000 coins, and then 15 to 20,000 coins within the next few weeks, depending on what we get with Road to the Final and SBCs, which again, leaks, we will be all over, so get yourself on the channel. In terms of what we're doing, boys, you might be asking how we're making millions and millions and millions of coins every single, no, it's not every single day, it's every couple of days. I ain't that good. I'm basically just flipping cards. Honestly, boys, when the market is slow, I think it's sometimes easier to make coins, because I bought this Nuno Mendes for 4.5, sold him for 5.1, and the only reason I can do that is because the market is not moving crazy. If the market's moving crazy, a lot of times it's hard to do that. Same with Declan Rice. I bought him at 670 and sold at 740 and 730. Just a lot of these flips are a lot easier, to be honest. Even like a lot of the mid-range ones are just when the market's a bit slow. So that's how we're making millions of coins. I have spent all my coins on Evos, and I always recommend you guys do the same. This is the team I'm building at the minute to build my evolutions. Honestly, if you're not spending your coins on SBCs and Evos, I get it. It's nice having coins. But at the end of the day, why do we have coins? So we can use cards like Johan Cruyff. We can use cards like Evo, Enzo, Lafitte, sort of in the same sentence as Cruyff, maybe in real life as well. Yeah, honestly, boys, make sure you're spending your coins. Make sure you've got the 500,000 coin Evo, if not already. Because, of course, if you didn't already know, we've not even spoke about it yet, this expires at content today. And I just know for a fact, people are going to load up FIFA points to go and do this Evo, sorry. And I think that, honestly, Joelinton, Job, some of these other cards that are really popular in the Evo, I almost guarantee will have a little bit of a price spike before 6 p.m. tonight as people go and panic, do the Evo last second. But thankfully, I've already got my Pogba. Hopefully, you guys have already got yours. We will not see an Evo of that level, in my personal, humble opinion, until probably Team of the Season. I don't think we'll see an Evo like that until Team of the Season. If we do, I mean, it'd be good for the game. Might not be good for the power curve. It'd be good for the game. I think that'll be the last big one until team of the season, which is crazy considering that it's 3 weeks away. But a lot of the leakers are saying that it is slow content for the next few weeks. Hopefully they are wrong. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that does expire at content today. And talking about things that expire, if we go into the SBC tabs and we go to expiring soon, boom. If I can click on it, Jesus Christ, Jeed. Bernardo Silva is the one I want to speak about. We also have this, the 1 of 3 89-foot birthday, which expires tomorrow at content. But Bernardo Silva expires today, and I guarantee there are people that have not done this SBC. Even for Gauntlet, I just think, I know it's 150,000 coins, but building a perfect central midfielder, yes, he's not as good as he was when he first came out, as you've probably got the 500,000 coin Evo. But even for Gauntlet, even as a player off the bench, I still think it's a crazy card because you can build it exactly how you want it, and I would go and do that before it expires. But if you don't want to do it, I understand it as well. He is not as good as when he first came out. And we'll end on something nice and big and positive. We'll end on something super positive, boys. We got a patch, which I've not tested out too much yet. Barely been on the game since the patch. Let me know down below, has anyone tested this out? When adding or swapping player items into a squad or SBC, the filter was defaulted to any. Now it should be defaulted to the position that is highlighted. That was pissing me off so much. So can anyone confirm, is that fully fixed? When you're doing SBCs, when you're building teams, is it now enjoyable to do and not the bane of your existence? If it is, then we're on to a winner. So let's see, boys. I think that hopefully should fix it. And then some other issues for career mode and clubs, which a lot of you guys might play career mode and clubs. I don't anymore, sadly. I don't have the time for that anymore. I miss playing career mode and clubs a little bit, but maybe some of you guys do. And there is some new changes for those as well. But yeah, boys, subscribe if you are new. Leave a like if these help. Road to the final is coming, and the live promos are crazy coin promos. We're going to try and hit, where is it over there? We're going to try and hit probably like 15 or 20 million coins in the end before team of the season. I'm going to spend a lot of my coins on SBCs and Evos, so maybe it won't be possible. But make sure you can as well. Get yourself in the Discord, the Twitch, subscribe, click all the buttons, just, click everything. But on all seriousness, boys, I appreciate you all. Support's been crazy, despite the game being very, very mediocre recently. So, yeah, appreciate you all. And until next time, I'll see you all in